You're listening to a Weeby Geeks Network podcast.
The Dining at Disney podcast. The Dining at Disney podcast. Your ultimate source about the wonderful world of dining at the Disneyland and Walt Disney World resorts.
If you are what you eat, then I only want to eat the good stuff.
Kristen Hoetzel and Jay Brattain are your guides on this culinary adventure.
We'll prepare and serve with flair a culinary cabaret.
Join them as they discuss the latest food news, expert tips, recommendations, and trip planning advice related to Disney food and dining, from quick service to fine dining. You will discover all the best restaurants and food as they hungrily explore the Disney parks.
It brings folks together from all walks of life.
The Dining at Disney podcast. And now, your host, Kristen Hoetzel and Jay Brattain.
Welcome to another episode of the Dining at Disney podcast, your ultimate source for the wonderful world of Disney dining. Hey, Jay, how's your week been going so far?
It's been better, but I'm good today, so that's good.
And that's really what's important, right?
Exactly.
We are part of the Weeby Geeks Network, in case you didn't know. And today we've got several news stories, as well as I've got a review on the newly opened Trader Sam's Grog Grotto, which is over at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. And to wrap things up for dessert, we do have some food tips for you. So let's go ahead and dig into the appetizers. And our first story is going to be about the Copper River salmon. It is back on the menu at Artist Point, which is at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, as well as California Grill at Disney's Contemporary, and one of my favorite restaurants, Flying Fish Café at Disney's Boardwalk. Now, if you're not familiar with Copper River salmon, it is a prized salmon because it's only available for a very, very short time, which is mid-May, just coming up, through mid-June. And what it is that the salmon, they travel to South Central Alaska, covering about 3,200 miles to get to that area. So it adds a lot of flavor to the fish. And so for a very short time, starting in another week or so, you should be seeing those on those three menus. So we've got some fun new tastes that are coming to Harambe Market at Disney's Animal Kingdom, which I'm very excited about. I'm always excited about new and unique food items. And this one definitely has some of those. It's based on a colonial era train depot design. So it's got a 1960s water tower. The marketplace is set to give you that feeling of being in a very busy area in Africa. And some of the items that you're going to be able to get is at the Kitsamu Grill. They're going to have a kebab flatbread. They've got a famous sausage, which will feature a corn dog inspired by a South African sausage. It's going to be dipped in a curry-infused corn batter, which I think sounds awesome. Let's see what else. They're going to have a karubi rib, and it's going to be their version of a giant turkey leg. I'm hoping it's better than the turkey leg because I'm not a big fan of the turkey leg. I know. Everybody loves the turkey leg but me. Let's see. The other thing that they're going to have are some beverages. There'll be 6 South African wines by the glass, Safari Amber Lager, which is available over at the Animal Kingdom Resort, as well as the Dawa Bar already. They're going to have Orlando Brewing I4 IPA on draft, as well as red sangria with Vanderham tangerine liqueur from South Africa, which that sounds very interesting. And I cannot wait for this to open. Sounds like the food looks amazing for it.
Yeah, that's one I really wish when my wife and I went out to Disney World, we basically only allocated about a half a day to Animal Kingdom, and I really wish we'd spent an entire day there. We kind of missed out on a lot of the places, but I did go to the barbecue place, so That was good. I really
Flame
liked
tree.
that. Oh yeah, Flame Tree was that was awesome, and it was like the perfect time because the parade was going on. So we got some snacks, and I got a beer, and the parade came by, and it was like a perfect combination, perfect storm of events, and it was wonderful.
What's interesting, as soon as that parade is done, the park clears,
Hmm.
which is a really nice time to ride any of the rides that have a long wait, like Kilimanjaro Safaris or Expedition Everest. It's a perfect time to ride those. But see, that's the one thing I like about this park is they change out some of their unique menu items. Locations will actually frequently change what they have available, which is it's nice to have something unique instead of always,
Oh yeah,
chicken.
Keeps it fresh, keeps it fun.
But if you want to check out these menu items, just visit diningatdisney.com, and you can read the article there and see all the lovely food photos that the Disney Parks blog shared. And my I've got 3 more stories. Okay, one of them is that the Dockside Margaritas is now open in downtown Disney on the Marketplace side. And I checked it out, and it's very good. And I will have a review to come, and maybe we'll talk about that a little bit next time too, because we're going to talk about the boathouse. So everybody will want to make sure they listen to that episode.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I don't really like ice cream. Are you an ice cream person?
I do when it's good. I mean, I just can't eat ice cream for ice cream's sake. I mean, I like something a little more flavorful than the standard. I mean, nothing wrong with Dreyer's ice cream, vanilla, whatever. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it'll do in a pinch, but I just won't go out to the grocery market just to get ice cream. But like if I see a gourmet flavor, I'm on top of it. And like what's that place they do the custom mixes where they take the scoops and just kind of mix all the flavors in. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
kind of slipped my mind.
Like what is it? Marble.
Yeah, Stone Cold.
Marble
Stone Cold, or isn't it?
Creamery.
Cold Stone. There you go, Cold Stone Creamery. I knew we'd come up with eventually.
There's another one that's marble something that we have here as well. We've got 2 different kinds, and I can't think of what it is at the moment.
Oh, okay, right. So, well, anyways,
it's
similar.
Swam, something like that.
Right. So, anyway, similar concept. I mean, where you mix all the flavors and add some toppings and all that type of thing. And I enjoy that as well because provides unique flavors that you can create on your own. But other than that, though, I mean, I don't really seek out ice cream, like I said.
Yeah. See, when I was a kid, I loved ice cream. And I used to go to Baskin Robbins with a friend of mine. And like when I first started driving, and her mom would give us some money and she'd be like, okay, everybody can pick out their own quart. And I'd sit there and eat like a whole thing of the Jabba chip from Baskin Robbins. Now I never eat ice cream. If I buy it, it sits in there till it's freezer burn and then it's not any good to eat.
Right.
And I do have a point to the story. This is where I'm going with it. There is a place at Epcot. It's in the France Pavilion. It's called L'Artisan de Glace. And it has awesome ice cream. It's real creamy, like along the texture of like a gelato.
Okay.
And they've got like liqueurs that you can put in. So you can have your own little like ice cream martini, which is fun.
Wow.
But I always go in to see what they have new. And my favorite has been the pistachio. And I see that they have replaced the pistachio with a lemon with crispy meringue. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give this a try. I love it just as much as I like the pistachio. Maybe even slightly more.
Wow.
Have you ever had creamy limoncello?
Yes.
Okay. It's a lot like that.
Okay.
Not that real like bitter, sour lemon taste.
Right.
That real like sweet, almost like Myers lemon.
Right. Citrusy.
It's got little pieces of crispy meringue in it. Oh my gosh. I could have had like a huge bowl of that thing. I was like, oh. So
that
good.
sounds excellent. And where are the pictures?
They'll be on the website and they're on Instagram at the moment.
Okay. Just saying.
I have a lot of
I'm
stories
actually,
to
yeah,
write.
I haven't been on Instagram for a little bit, so just curious if you happen to have it, but I'll have to do some research onto that.
Oh yeah, I'm slowly trying to do all of my reviews and everything because there were so many. It was a foodie trip, and that's what it was all about. Was like eating and finding new things. And like I said, that one's a new ice cream flavor, and it's awesome. And so, if anybody likes lemon but on the sweeter side, but not sugary sweet, that is definitely worth trying. It was really good. Let's see what else. Oh yes, new news. Rebel Hangar is going to be the Star Wars lounge that will be going on during Star Wars weekends, which is just around the corner. Some of the, I mean, it's a lot of menu items, and you can see the haul list on Dining at Disney later this week. But some of the menu items include lightsaber bites. They're hand dipped, corn battered knockwurst sausage with house-made chips and mustard dipping sauce. There is the fruit and cheese sabers featuring Tillamook cheddar, brie, goat cheese, pickled vegetables, crostini, cheddar crackers, blueberries, raspberry, honeydew melon, strawberry, olives, and gherkins. I like that. That sounds good to me. For cupcake lovers, there will be a Star Wars mini trio of cupcakes that include a mini Darth Vader, which is really good. If you like Reese's peanut butter, this is worth trying. It is a chocolate peanut butter cupcake, and it is my favorite Disney cupcake.
Wow.
The mini Yoda, which is going to be a chocolate hazelnut, and mini Jabba the Hutt. See, that doesn't seem to work well together, mini Jabba the Hutt. But any which way, that is a salted caramel latte. It's served in a Han Solo carbonite souvenir box. I like that. So cool.
Yeah, I mean, I would just get it just for the souvenir box, really. Of course, I mean, I'm not really much of a sweets person, but that's fine. My wife and I could share or whatever. But yeah, just to get that Han Solo carbonate souvenir box sounds really awesome. And and the rest of these things, actually, these dishes look outstanding. And just a quick question, because I've never been to a Star Wars weekend, even here in California. And I'm just wondering, is this a temporary food station or something, or they convert do they convert a restaurant, or how does that work?
I'm trying to figure out where this is going to be. I didn't even see it on the post. Let's see.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot here,
but
I just didn't know if they converted, let's say, Tomorrowland Terrace into this lounge or whatever, or if it's actually its own designated area, like they put up a tent or something, or is it just whatever? I mean,
I'm not even seeing it on here of where it's going to be. Just that you can make reservations for it. Wonder where it's going to be.
Anyways, that looks like they got a bunch of cool.
This is new.
Okay.
They're always coming out with something new, but in the past, what they've done is where they have their what they call Darth Mall, and it's the shop.
Mm-hmm.
It's in an area that you normally can't go to, right outside the park. Like they open this gate up, and it's located back there. And inside the shop is like a little station that has like some drinks and some snack food and stuff like that. Other than that, just at various locations, they've offered like the Darth Vader cupcakes at 3 different locations. But as far as this is completely new. So I'm not sure.
I'm just wondering if it's have you been to Hollywoodland and Disney California Adventure, the backlot area?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it like that where basically right now they have Frozen Fun over there, but they do have like food stations that they opened up especially for Frozen, And then previous to that, they had it open for other things, but it was closed for a long time, and they just opened it, for this special occasion. So I'm just wondering if that's what they do here. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's we should really kind of move on. It's not that big. I mean, I'm not going to be going. So
It hasn't been like that. They have, when they did the dessert party, they set that up in like the main like center area of the studios, because that's where they set up the stage back where the hat used to be.
Okay.
Set a stage there, and then off to the one side they would have like small tables and stuff set up for like the fireworks. I'm not sure what we're gonna do about this, but it does sound really cool.
And you said Aljon is the Star Wars guy, right?
Oh yes.
So this is like this is like right up your alley, both of you guys, because you get to try all the great food, and then he gets to indulge in the whole Star Wars, his people, so to speak.
Oh yeah, he got to meet what is his name? Billy D. Williams.
Oh wow, that must have been
He met Billy D. the one year. The year that he met him, I got in line and I met Ray Park, because I love Ray Park. I'm a huge Ray Park fan. That's how my one cat got his name. He's named after a Ray Park character. But yeah, it's a lot of fun when they do Star Wars weekends. And adults, it's the one time adults are allowed to dress up outside of Halloween, and it's worth it if you're a Star Wars fan to come and do that at least one weekend at some point. It's a lot of fun. And let's see, that's all my stories. So
cool. Well, as long as we're talking about Disney properties in terms of movies and things like that, we do have the Avengers, which is I heard it did pretty good at the theaters. I don't know. Have you heard anything about it?
Yeah,
I heard that they at least broke even. No, I'm just kidding.
Second highest grossing movie for debut weekend. I don't know what number one is.
Yeah, I think wasn't it like the first Avengers? I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't doubt it.
The movie's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen it yet, so no spoilers, please.
I'm not. I don't give any spoilers, because I hate it when people do that. But I'm just gonna say it is really good. It's worth going to see. Good.
Awesome. Well, at Red Rocket's Pizza Port in Disneyland, they are offering 3 special desserts that will highlight. Let's see, Captain America, Black Widow, and of course Iron Man. How could I forget? I didn't even know why I hesitated on Iron Man. I mean, Iron Man's like essential. Anyways, so at Captain America, basically what they're doing is a cookie that's representing his shield. Yeah, whatever. So, and then for Black Widow, they're doing a parfait, which is multiple layers of chocolate cake with strawberry filling, white and dark chocolate mousse, and some chocolate syrup. So that sounds really yummy. And then I guess they're going to put some crunchy candies on there, and her distinctive symbol, or just her emblem or whatever logo, whatever that is. Anyways, and then Iron Man, what they're doing is a special dessert waffle, which I thought was really cool. If you've seen the photos, you can go to our website, dunningatdisney.com, and look up the story about the Avengers food, and you'll see the waffle that's shaped like Iron Man's mask. And they did a really good job. I mean, considering it's all pastry, right? So that's quite amazing that they were able to accurately represent the mask in that form. Then and then if if after you have dessert and you feel compelled, like, oh, you know what, I didn't get anything I wanted, of course you could take pictures of the food, but you want to have something a little more tangible. They do have a coffee, or well, it's not a coffee mug, they just call it a mug. And that's going to be in Iron Man's face again, or his head. So you should check it out again. That's another photo to take a look at on the website. And the thing about this, it really looks awesome. I'm surprised they didn't make it into a sipper, because I mean they have everything else as a sipper, right?
Yeah,
But
that's true. Everything comes as a sipper.
yeah. So, anyways, and then the last thing that they'll have is a special print, which will be sort of like a stylized comic representation of Avengers: Age of Ultron. So I mean, I don't know how big it is. It doesn't say what the dimensions are. I'm thinking like probably 18 by 20 or something, or maybe 16 by 20. And that you can get for $10. But the thing is, the catch is that you have to spend $20 at Red Rocket's Pizza Port, and that's pre-tax. So you can't be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get $18.50 worth of food, and then oh sorry, that's not enough. Even with the tax. So you gotta get it to make it to so it exceeds the tax. So I don't know. I think this is pretty cool stuff. That mug really looks awesome, and for any Avengers fan, this is definitely something to check out. I'm not so sure about Red Rocket's Pizza Port in general, though. But I think that if they do these special desserts, then they should be pretty good. I mean, they look pretty good, especially that Black Widow parfait, and that looks decent. Then for the people in downtown, want to check out downtown Disneyland, they have new Brazilian dishes at the Rainforest Café, which I thought was really cool. And I don't know about the Rainforest Cafe at Disney World, but the one out here, the food is okay. I mean, it's good, but honestly, I just wouldn't go out of my way to go there, especially for the prices. How is it out there? I mean, is it pretty much the same?
It's the same. Anytime I've been, we've got one in Nashville. There's two at Disney World, and I've never been to one where the food wasn't pretty much the same.
Oh, okay. I figured as much.
It's more, you're not really going there for the food. You're really going there for the experience, and
definitely. But
elephants and monkeys and all that.
That's true, but maybe these dishes will entice me, because that does sound pretty good. The 3 dishes that they're featuring here, or at least that they list on the website so far, is a feijoada. Oh man, I hope I don't butcher this up. So anybody who's Brazilian, I'll apologize in advance. Feijoada. Sorry, chimichurri kebabs, and a Brazilian paella, which is just right up my alley. And you can check it out on the website. I put a picture of the menu. Well, it's not the menu; it's really the 3 dishes that I just mentioned. But the paella definitely looks awesome. I love paella, so and if it's a Brazilian style, have to check it out definitely.
I bet the chimichurri kebabs are pretty good.
Yeah, they look pretty good too. Honestly, it almost looks like a Middle Eastern style dish, though. If you kind of look at it closely, but I'm sure it has its own unique flavor, and I wouldn't, if somebody had it and wanted me to try it, I wouldn't turn it down. That's for sure. Of course, that pretty much goes for most things that people put in front of me. I'm always loving to try anything and everything. Finally, we have the World of Color dining packages that are going to be available for the 24-hour celebration kickoff at Disneyland Resort, which is coming up pretty soon here. May 22nd to 23rd, because it's 24-hour event, so basically it starts on the 22nd and lasts until the 23rd. But what I thought was interesting, and I don't ever recollect this before, they're doing a breakfast thing here. Let's see, it's a 2-course prefix breakfast, and it's either Ariel's Grotto or Wine Country Trattoria. And so basically they're showing they're having the meal from midnight until 1:45 in the morning on May 23rd. and the reserved viewing is for a 3 o'clock in the morning show, which is insane. I mean, okay, if I was in college, this would be like, yeah, let's do it. But I'm older now, and I just can't see staying up that late. I mean,
see, I am crazy. I drive
Okay.
overnight to get to Disney World. So
Okay.
I totally would do it. Yeah. Aljon sleeps in the car and I drive.
Okay.
And when we first started going down and I was driving at night, he'd all of a sudden wake up, "You okay?" And I'm like, don't scare me like that. He's finally learned, like, if there's a problem, I will wake him up. Other than that, I am fine. But yeah, I can go for hours at night. I'm good. So
Okay. Well, that's cool. I mean, yeah.
I'll be
there
like
are
90 years old still doing stuff like that.
yeah, I guess it. I don't know. I need my sleep. So, and I guess it's not my age so much. I mean, Tommy Pix is a little bit older than myself, and he's always into these 24-hour events. So, I guess it's just about your mentality and your attitude. And I'm not of that mentality, mind state, or attitude. So, but it looks cool. I mean, definitely. I'm interested to, hopefully maybe one of our listeners can, maybe provide some feedback if they go to it and let us know how it was. I mean, it doesn't look very inspiring, to be honest. I mean, just kind of, eggs and potato and bacon, but hey, I guess, it could be good. And then let's see what else. And then, of course, the other thing is they will have the regular reserved viewing seating available as well for lunch and dinner. So I thought that was pretty cool because, with the 24-hour event, it's going to be crazy. All kinds of people are going to be there. And so I think this is a way to sort of help maybe with the crowd situation at Disneyland itself by attracting more people to not World of Color, to Disney California Adventure. And so I think it's a good thing, and I hope it does well. And for all the people who are going, more power to you.
I think it's super cool that both of your parks are open.
Yeah, that is cool. Well, I mean, you have to remember they're right. Yeah, I know. The thing about the difference between here in Disney World obviously is the fact that you just walk right across the Esplanade. You don't have to take any trams or any other type of transportation vehicle to get to another park. So
Any which way, I mean, you would think they would have two parks open, but oh well. Instead, everybody's crazy and packed in the Magic Kingdom.
that's it. That's all the news I have for today, and we'll save some other stuff. It's only let's see, about a few weeks away for the big old celebration kickoff. So my wife and I will be going. I was gonna say not on the day, but that's not true. We may go on the 22nd, but if we go on the 22nd, we're just gonna go in the morning just to get some merchandise. Because unlike you guys, like I said, the Cinderella popcorn bucket, I mean, my wife is obsessing over it, and unfortunately, they don't have it out here until the 22nd. So we may go in the morning to get that, and the Mickey balloon or Mickey shaped balloon popcorn buckets as well, and maybe some other merchandise. But I mean, we're not gonna stick around for like the major crowds, which will probably be the late afternoon into the evening and stuff like that.
You don't want to be packed with people?
I am claustrophobic, so that just doesn't work too well for me.
People claustrophobic?
If I'm in a super crowded environment, then I feel trapped in that space. I mean, yes, I guess it's maybe mental, but I just kind of feel like I can't get away. Like I just kind of freak out a little bit. And
yeah, as I put it, I'm people claustrophobic.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can put me in a closet and I'll be okay with the space, but you put me with a whole bunch of people, and I've always just said it's because I'm so short that everybody towers over the top of me that I feel like I'm being like suffocated by people.
Okay.
So who knows?
Yeah. So that's it for the news, and thanks for listening. Wait, got the main dish.
Yes, we do. And that's going to be a review of Trader Sam's Grog Grotto. And I actually can compare this to the one in Disneyland because I've now been to both of them. And this just opened up not too long ago. It's been two weeks, something like that. It's located inside Disney's Polynesian Village, and it's not far off. It's like if you walk in and you head towards where they do like the luau, on the way there is Trader Sam's. And it is hidden. Like you could easily walk by it and not catch it. It's just a door with the Trader Sam's logo on it, and a sign that says that it's open from 4 until midnight. After 8 o'clock, it's 21 and up. Is that true over in California as well?
I don't believe so. I haven't. I mean, to be honest, I've been there a few times after 8 o'clock. I didn't see any children, but I don't recall them saying that it was a strict policy. The only thing that they won't allow is children to be at the bar itself. I mean, they can be in the establishment at a table. They just can't be sitting at the bar.
Yeah. And see, Florida doesn't have the rule about not sitting at the bar, so kids can sit at bars.
There you go.
It's so, I mean, it's hard to try and keep up with laws like that because every state is so different and they don't always make sense, you know? So,
Right.
But any which way, when you go in, unlike at Disneyland, you add your name to a wait list and they give you a little pager and it says Trader Sam says to return to the Grog Grotto when you were paged. It has the little flashing red lights, which is nice because that way you're not standing in a line outside the door waiting for an hour to get in to the lounge.
Now, I'm sorry. While you're waiting, is there like a place where you can like grab a beer or, that type of thing, or a snack or something, or do you actually have to like go inside, or they won't even let you inside to get a drink and come back outside?
Actually, outside, when you walk out of after you put your name on the list, if you walk right past like the direction you came from, outside there's actually an outside seating area. And you can sit out there, you can order food, you can order drinks. So it's one of those things where you can start off and have a drink then and kind of chill out. We had to wait a little over an hour. We started off with our drinks there. And then when your pager goes off, go inside and everybody has to be together. So if there's 4 of you and one of you goes, well, I'll take, close out the check. You guys go ahead and go in. When you walk in there, they're not going to allow you to walk in until all 4 of you are there.
Interesting.
So, and they do have different, like the things that happen inside are different than the ones that happen in Disneyland. So the little, the shipwreck that they don't have shipwreck.
Okay.
They don't have the drink and they don't have that. Instead, I can't remember which drink it is, but there are tentacles to an octopus and they wave.
Trying to think from the videos I've seen, it looks like they do a lot of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea theme, and I saw the Nautilus submarine, and I didn't know the differentiation in the drink menus, but I did notice that the special effects, although similar, are distinctly for that particular establishment. So,
well, one of the drinks that's exclusive to Disney World is going to be the Polynesian Pearl, and I had this one. It's trying to think of what it is. It's a rum cream liqueur with Grand Marnier, cinnamon, and it has tropical juices, and it comes in a pearl. That you get to keep. You can't order it without the pearl.
Interesting.
So for $16, you get that, and if you want another one, you're getting another pearl. Which I'm not really. That kind of makes me go, I'm not going to order that again unless I really need it. I mean, how many pearls do you need? What are you going to do? I mean, I guess you could put them on eBay, you know?
There you go.
But,
eBay.
and they're kind of cool. They're kind of shiny and shimmery, just like a pearl is. Trying to think of what other drinks. There's a dark and stormy and tropical stormy. That one is also a Walt Disney World drink, and it is Black Sea rum, fresh lime juice, ginger beer, and falernum. We did not try that. Let's see what else. The Nautilus, and that thing is like the thing that it's served in is like this big.
Wow.
It was really cool. However, it's like $52.
Woo, man.
Yeah.
I thought the OA was bad.
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah.
But you get to
think
keep the Nautilus souvenir though, right?
Yeah. For
Okay.
$52, it comes with that.
Okay.
The shrunken zombie head and what is it? Oi, is that it? The drink that comes in the
Yeah,
Yes.
the one with the flaming, with they put,
The sugar cubes,
yeah, right, exactly. So they have that there as well.
They do.
Okay,
They do
cool.
have that. It's a slightly different design
Mhm.
than the one in California, but they do have that, as well as for like those who don't drink, they do have the Polynesian punch and the little sipper cup. When we went, that's what my friend had. We're like, no, you need a grown-up drink. There's also a rum flight that they only have. It comes with a Bacardi 8-year, a Pirate XO Reserve, and there's another one that's a 23-year. The only issue I have is it appears that when you get this, that in addition to having the 3 little shot glasses, that you get the wooden tray. It's very deceiving, but you don't get that. Which I was bummed because it looks really nice and all of the pictures, and they tell you, oh yeah, you'll get the whole thing for 30, I think it was 34, and that's not true. We got home and went, oh, we're missing a piece. So either they didn't give it to us, and I'm assuming it's just that it doesn't include it, and they just made it appear that way. They do have a smaller menu than the one in California as well, because it doesn't have a quick service location next to it.
Okay.
Where you can get so much food. So the menu includes a headhunter sushi roll, chicken lettuce cups, which, if I remember right, it's like $1 less than the one in California, but it's less than half the size. We had them, and I was like, wait a second, that's like not enough for even one person. There were 4 of us, and we ordered 4 different items. We also got the Kahlua pork tacos, and those were really good. The corn battered Portuguese sausages, and it came with a curry ketchup. Even though I don't like ketchup, I tried it, and it was pretty good. Pan fried dumplings, they've got those as well, and the Hawaiian poke. But I was a little disappointed in the portion sizes after I had it in my mind that it was going to be comparable to the sizes at out in California, and they were significantly smaller.
How was the flavor though?
It was good. I mean, all of the food we had was really good.
Okay.
But like the chicken lettuce wraps, it's the same thing, just smaller.
Okay.
Exact same thing. And I'll post, when I write up the review, I'm going to include in there a photo of the one in California and the one in Disney, so people can see the comparison in the two of size wise. Trying to think what else.
Now, how's the size, the inside? Remember, I said I had gone to the preview, and they had indicated that it was going to be similar size as far as the interior is concerned. Is that was that true?
It's slightly larger.
Okay.
It has a different layout. Because when you walk in, you've got like a hostess stand here, and that's where you would get your merchandise. And the room kind of has like a weird, almost like a backward S kind of shape. Like if you took an S and you squished it together.
Okay. So like
kind
a
of weird shape
serpentine.
like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the bar is on the opposite side from where the I just drew a blank, where the hostess stand is.
Okay.
And it comes straight off the wall. So unlike the other one where it kind of wraps, is like a U-shaped bar.
Correct.
This one is an L-shaped bar.
Okay.
So you can really only order drinks on the one side because the other one is the side for the staff to come and grab the drinks.
Okay.
So they have more tables. Appears less bar space, but it's not as big as I think they should have made it.
Okay.
I would have anticipated a much larger room, but they did say it wasn't much bigger, and it's not. But I mean, it's definitely worth going to and checking it out at least once because it's got that cool vibe to it.
Right.
But I will say it after being at the one at Disneyland, this one was a disappointment for me. I expected more. I expected it to kind of go a little over what they already had done.
Right.
So, but it's nice. I like the fact that they do have a lot of outdoor seating, and it is completely roped off from the other side where they have the pineapple, where there's like Dole Whips and that kind of stuff. There's some seating right next to that, but they have it completely roped off. So it's one of those things where you can't go the back way. You have to go, you can't cheat and cut through because they've got it all roped off. So it's nice. There's not that question about, is this table included in this or is it in that? Because that is an issue out in California when, people who aren't local go and they're like, well, this table, it's not roped to where that this is the quick service location and this is the bar.
Okay.
And this one, there's that clear definition, which I think was smart.
Cool. And do they have live music, Polynesian music and stuff like that as well, like they have here?
They did have music outside.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love that. I love Polynesian music.
It's nice and relaxing.
Yeah, it is, definitely.
But yeah, for the full review of this and to check out all the pictures, it's going to be on diningatdisney.com. And it's on to desserts now. So what is your Disneyland food tip?
All right. Well, as we had talked about earlier, there is the 24-hour kickoff party happening at Disneyland for the Diamond Anniversary celebration. And they are going to, have the parks open, for the entire time. And people are going to be bound and determined to stay the entire 24 hours, which is great. But, you got to eat, right? I mean, it's just human beings. And I mean, sure, you could starve yourself, but, you'd probably be grumpy and wouldn't be very happy. So you could eat. And if you got the money, I'd say, definitely eat everywhere you can at the park, because I think that they'll have some special food just for the celebration. Well, for sure that they're going to have, special food launching that day for, the entire Diamond celebration. But, if you want to save a few bucks or, you just kind of want to have something, a healthier alternative. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, you can do, turkey legs, churros, and corn dogs, but, it's, after a while, your stomach's going to be like, I need something healthy. So, it would be a good idea to bring your own snacks. I'd say, personally speaking, bring some nuts, some dried fruits, maybe. There's energy bars. One energy bar, I don't know if you've ever tried this, but this thing is awesome. It's Cliff Bar makes it, and it's a white chocolate macadamia nut. It's amazing. And another thing too, you can bring is like a beef jerky or turkey jerky, something like that. Of course, in moderation, because you don't want to sit there and eat jerky and then you're like, oh man, I'm thirsty, So just kind of do that at your own whatever. Pace yourself, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And then also, if you can bring some drinks in. Technically, you're only supposed to be allowed, or you're only allowed to bring water, or you can only bring water into the park. However, if you bring a couple energy drinks or whatever, they're not going to say anything. I mean, they got bigger fish to fry, so to speak. So, just bring like a Red Bull or whatever, but, just again, don't overdo it. I mean, you don't want to sit there and have heart palpitations and, at 2:00 in the morning. So,
Oh, yeah.
the other thing too is to again, bring your own water. I mentioned this in our previous food tip, but you can bring water, and then sometimes you want a little something extra. You want something a little sweet or whatever. And Kool-Aid makes excuse me, it's not Kool-Aid. It's I need to change my notes here. It's actually Hawaiian Punch. They sell the dried little packets, and you just kind of dump it into a water bottle, and it flavors the water inside the bottle. And the fruit punch flavor, the Hawaiian fruit punch flavor is really good. It tastes, it's sugar. Well, they have the regular ones with the sugar, and then they have the sugar-free ones. I opt for the sugar-free ones personally, and it tastes amazing, and definitely does a great job of hydrating you. What's that?
I'm a sugar, like, I don't do sugar free. It always tastes funny to me. However, the Crystal Light stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go.
Whether you like sugar or you don't, that stuff's great.
Yeah.
But you're right about making sure, like, you don't have too much sodium, you stay hydrated and not have too much caffeine. It's a fine balance of all of those things when you're going to be going all day long and
Exactly.
It's hot and sunny, and yeah.
So, yeah, that's my tip.
And mine is that if you're celebrating a special occasion, like a birthday, engagement, anniversary, graduation, anything like that, to order a cake, because Disney has a wide variety, at least Disney World has a wide variety of cakes you can get. You can get ones that you don't have to plan ahead of time. It's going to be just a simple cake, vanilla or chocolate, 6-inch. They do specialty cakes as well, and they come in a variety of flavors, shapes, and sizes, but these have to be ordered 48 hours in advance. They also have Mickey Mouse cakes that you can order, and if those don't sound like enough, you can get elaborate cakes done. A lot of people do that for maybe like an engagement, somewhere you're going to have a lot of people. And there's a variety of resorts that do those, but you have to make sure that you do have this in ordered plenty of time in advance, so Disney can get all that ready for you. And if you want to order them, all you have to do is call Walt Disney World's cake ordering hotline, which is 407-827-2253. And just ask to speak to the pastry chef, and they'll give you all your options, and you can work that out and get that perfect cake for your celebration. And for more information on that, we do have all the details, including that phone number, on Dining at Disney. And just go up at the top. It says Disney Dining Facts, and you'll see there a section that says ordering a cake.
Cool.
Well, I think that's all we have for today.
Yep.
And where can everybody find you, Jay?
They can find me at Magical Food Dark. Been a long week. magicalfoodtour.com, and on Twitter at Magical Food Tour, and all the other social media outlets. Also, check out the DizGeek podcast. We are actually going to be celebrating our 100th episode, so please check us out. And if you feel compelled, then write into the show and say something about the 100th episode, and something nice, please. So, anyways, but no, just kidding. Anyways,
so you're saying I can't call it and go, Daniel, get rid of that J guy.
I know he sucks.
I can't believe it's already 100 episodes.
I know,
Jeez.
it's amazing.
Oh, how time flies. And as far as myself, you can find me, again, you can find our articles on diningatdisney.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, which is Dining at Disney. YouTube, it's The Dining at Disney. We are part of the Weeby Geeks Network. And well, until next time, for Jay and myself, bon appetit.